Welcome, Aries and Aries cross watchers, to your monthly love reading for October 2023. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and of course, thank you for stopping by my channel. So I did do the big deck. It just gets really loud on the mic, I did those cards off camera. But we have the Three of Swords and the Five of Pentacles with the Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So, I mean, goodness. We're going to start with your person. We're going to go through what each of you is thinking and feeling about the other person. Wow. So we have the Sun and the Chariot. And I do want to say today I'm using a deck that is for 18 plus. So I do set the videos to be not for kids, but just wanted to stress that. Okay. And their actions. Well, someone's still in love with you. And oh, and how's Aries? Okay. Oh dear. So we have the Devil at the bottom of the deck. Okay. So Aries. I think we're going to start on your end. We have the Ace of Swords here for where your head is at with this person. And the Ace of Swords usually talks about kind of a truth or a new kind of idea coming in. And from what I'm seeing, Aries, I feel like you are fired up. It feels like there is some new piece of information, or it's almost like it may not be a new piece of information. It may be something that you are understanding from a different perspective. And it's almost like, and it ignited a fire that was bigger than when you originally found out. You know what I mean? It's like it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be coming at this person, but from what I'm seeing, the fury mixed with a bit of confusion about the whole situation. It feels like whatever this new perspective is, it's like it's shocking. It's hard to wrap your head around. Excuse me. It's almost this energy of when something is so shocking that it's like all you can do is stand there for a moment. It's like it's kind of so, it's like the rug was pulled out from you so swiftly that you don't even have a second to realize that it's gone. It's like when somebody has like a full plate setting on the table and they pull the tablecloth so quickly out from underneath it that nothing moves. That's kind of how it feels. It's that jarring. And in your heart space, we have the Knight of Pentacles. So usually that talks about something that doesn't move very quickly, but is steady and kind of secure. And it's slow but steady progress. And in this deck specifically, it actually talks about kind of offering someone something or offering that fruit before it's ready. And Aries, this might be this might be specific for someone. Oh my gosh, there's a fly. Sorry, guys. I feel like there is someone outside of this situation, like quick sidebar here, that may be coming in trying to get your attention, but I feel like they do it too quickly off of the heels of whatever's going on with this other person, right? It's like they kind of come in wanting to be kind of kind and offer you something here. Maybe they know a little bit about what happened, but it's like, from what I'm hearing, it's like you're not finished with this person just yet. And it's not like a vengeful sort of thing. It's more like you're going to make sure that this situation is finished, done, closure achieved before you're even kind of open to anybody. And I feel like one of the biggest reasons for that is that you can see that whoever this new person is like soft and squishy. Okay? And that doesn't mean that they're weak. Let me be real clear about that. But more that it's like in whatever situation you're handling or getting rid of right now, I feel like you would have a much easier time wiping that connection from your, from your existence, um, than this person would be able. It's like you would be swift in getting it out of your way, but I feel like this person would really struggle with it. It's like they'd really struggle with how you were treated. It's almost like it would be disillusioning to this person that people are being treated the way that you're being treated in the world today, right? It's like it's almost like it would kind of unlock this. It feels like if this person was front and center with what's going on, and if they had been around the whole time, it would have been different, but just them coming in at the tail end of everything that's happening, it feels like it's something that would be so disheartening. It would make them kind of sit back in their chair and be like almost deflate them, you know? I'm gonna be honest, in typical Aries fashion, which is like, I'm not knocking it. But in typical Aries fashion, like this is this is not gonna be the situation that gets you down. Like a no thank you very much. So it's almost like you're saying to this person, like, oh, thanks very much. Put a pin in that. Because you're going to be handling business first. So your actions or intentions, towards this person, we have the Seven of Wands with the King of Pentacles. Now, interestingly, the King of Pentacles in this deck actually talks about, like, the one word that captures it is fear. And I feel like it doesn't feel like you are fearful or you're going to be acting in that way. But it's almost this energy of like the situation with this other person was falling apart. And it's like, and you tried 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 and you tried. And I know it feels like I said that a lot of times, but that's what it feels like. It felt like I could have continued to go on with that for a while. So it feels like the energy of somebody that tried and tried and tried and tried and tried. And now you're at a place where like, all right, bet. I don't usually say that, so I assume that that's the point of view. But it's kind of like, okay, this is how it's going to go. Cool. Now I'm going to do. You know what I mean? It's like there is a certain situation that happened that you did everything in your power to avoid. But when it happens, it's kind of like, okay, switch flipped. You know what I mean? Because it's like you did absolutely everything that you could. You didn't go overboard, but you extended yourself in every possible way that you could. There were times where you did things that you didn't want to do just to be, it's almost like because whatever this was, you were committed to it and you didn't want to let it fall through the cracks. So it's like, okay, I'll be the, you know what I mean? It's like that leader in you was like, okay, I'll be the first person to do this, right? It's like how the first person, in an argument, the first person to say sorry is usually, it's me, is usually like the winner. They're the leader, right? Because they're the person that's strong enough to admit that they want the other person first. And they usually come out with, in terms of the power balance between two people. And I feel like I should put a disclaimer in here. It's not like you want a power imbalance between people, but when somebody apologizes first, it often means that it's like there's a bit of a shift there, right? However, I feel like this person might be thinking that they are more important to you than they are. I'm saying it like that because like, oh, this is not, I don't think this is going to end well for this person because, oh, I'm getting really angry here. So I'm assuming this is how you're feeling. Um, like the audacity of this person to think that they're going to do whatever they did, like this person here, not this new sweet soft squishy one. Um, like, is this the kind of person that would do a bunch of nonsense and then come in and act like a victim? Like, I want to, if it wouldn't be too loud for you guys, I want to like pound on my, like, I'm really, okay. I am really, kind of getting infuriated right now. Like it's not even like this, how dare you? It's just the audacity of this person to think that and what's mind-boggling is that they actually believe it, right? It's like there's some people that like they're playing games but they know what they're doing and so on and so forth, right? This one, they genuinely believe that it's going, not only that it's going to work, but there is an element here, not entirely, but there is an element here that they believe that they are justified in what they're doing. So, I'm hearing this person might come in with this energy of being like, I'm so confused. I don't know what to do. I didn't know. It's like they want to tell you that from what I'm seeing, they do want to have a fresh start with you. I feel like this person is the kind of person that's going to be telling everybody that you're their one and only, they need you, they love you. It's right. They're going to be going and telling everybody all of those things that you should have been hearing this whole time. Right? But it's like this person seemed to know how to play you. I know that might not be what you want to hear, but it's like when they would pull this card of like they don't know what to do, it's like they knew what to say and what to do to tap into the part of you that kind of like that is the leader that craves leadership, that's kind of like, okay, there's a problem, well, I see a solution, so we're, you know what I mean? So it's like, and I want to be really clear, not that you're taking over and all that crap, okay? It's more like they knew how to hook you. They knew how to, it's like all they had to do was put a seed of doubt. You know what I mean? It's like it didn't even need to be a reasonable doubt. It's like as soon as they were able to kind of hook you with that seed of doubt, they were able to kind of somehow pull it out. And it's almost like you saw them doing it, but for some reason, um, it's almost like the dynamic between you was so, it's like there was so much momentum behind it that you didn't stop it. It's almost like you just kind of let it continue. Um, it's like you were waiting for something. Hold on for a second. I'm not sure what you were waiting for. It could be, may not be for everybody. It could be that when things began, it was friggin' amazing. It was like the stuff, fairy tales and storybooks are made of. And it feels like the more you were with this person, the more you felt like you were alone. The longer you were in a relationship with them, the more you felt single. So, I feel like from what I'm seeing, okay, the sun talks about kind of being intertwined, especially in this deck. It talks about being intertwined with that person that you are in love with. And the Chariot here, in this deck again specifically, talks about staging a fake retreat in order to bring in like a surprise attack. Sorry. I feel like this person kind of doesn't know what they're in for if they try to pull that BS with you, because it's the energy coming off of you is very matter of fact. I feel for some of you, because this is so effing infuriating, there's a part of you that it's like if they come in at the right time when you're fired up, there's almost this element of you might even feel a little bit concerned or even afraid about what you might do. You know what I mean? Like there's this, and it's not to put on you that you're this scary, terrible person. It's nothing like that. It's more like you're looking at it like you're so angry that it's like part of you wants this person to come in and do what they're going to do so you can give them a piece of your mind. And the other part of you is like, that might not end well. Right? It's like whatever sort of stuff you've been storing up that you held back, that you never said to this person, it's like if they push you too far, it is all gonna come out. You know what I mean? And it's like, it's almost like there's going to be some really hateful stuff that you're going to spew. And it's like, and instead of feeling bad, it's going to feel like this huge weight is off your chest. I feel like there are things that you might say that you may down the line wish you hadn't have said, but in the moment, it'll feel like you finally found your voice again. And in that kind of light, that's where that like fear of this person coming in. It's not like you're not afraid of them. That's not the case. That's not what I'm seeing anyway. So this person seems to think that they are, it's almost like they think they're, this incredibly charming, this might date me a little bit, but I'm hearing this like Rico Suave, like this really debonair sort of character, and no, not to you, they're not. It's the energy of somebody that, it's almost the energy of somebody that may have been that in their, heyday, so to speak, but they aren't anymore. And it's like, I feel like, okay, partly because you did what you did as a good partner to build them up, it's like they have this inflated sense of, themselves, not realizing that, it doesn't mean that they're unattractive or they're this or they're that, or even that people become unattractive as they age. I don't think that, but it's more like this person doesn't get it. You know what I mean? It's like, it's the energetics of it. I don't feel like it's the actual situation, but it's the energetics of somebody that, thinks that they are much younger than they are and acts accordingly. So, in this person's heart space, this is like, for me as a reader, you may not feel this way, and I understand that. For me as a reader, this is where the real tragedy is I actually think this person really does care about you and really does love you. Hang on. That doesn't mean that they've treated you well, clearly. But at their core, what they really want is what they feel they can have with you. From what I'm seeing, okay, don't be mad. I actually feel like this person looks at you with stars in their eyes when they get back to the core of who they are, but then when they put on this cloak of like, wanting to be something they're not, or wanting to pretend that they're still in their heyday when they're not. And I mean, okay, I hope that I'm explaining that heyday business well, because it's, it's the energy of, let's use the example of if you've ever seen Married with Children, and Al Bundy is very, like he had his heyday when he was a football player in high school. And so it would be the energy of him trying to pretend like he is still that person, even though he's not. Even though now Al Bundy, like in that show, Al Bundy was married with children, with a job, with a mortgage, you know what I mean? Like, so it's that type of an energy. I hope that helps to describe it. So, um, and at this person's core, what they actually wanted is that with you. And they seem to think that they can come back in and get it with you. With this. And the energy of this card, it's the Ten of Swords. So that's like things getting as bad as they possibly can. In this deck, it talks about, now I don't know if you can see this here, but there's a couple in the background in this person here, right? It's like this person's going to pull this victim stuff, like, and it's old. You know what I mean? It's like, it's the kind of person that, listen, everybody has their own stuff in their past, right? That like you do something wrong and then you realize that like, okay, I did that because of this and I need to heal it, move on, right? And then the next time you make a different choice because you've learned your lesson. This is the type of person that like they use whatever happened to them as an absolute crutch. And it's like, and they use it, it's almost like they try to pretend that they're the one that, hold on, that is being gracious by not using it as a weapon, when in actuality it's like they've let certain parts of their life pass them by sitting there being the victim. So I think I'll leave it there, Aries. If this reading resonated, I hope it was helpful. I love you guys so much. I hope you have a good month. It seems like you're on top of your game. I want to encourage you to take a few deep breaths if you need to. I love you guys. Please like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.